Hey, guys. Good evening, good evening, good evening. Who is here? Who is here? This is your girl, Eve McLily, otherwise called Evadne. And I'm joining you guys tonight. I'm not sure who else is gonna be joining, but I'm here. Like I said, I'm gonna show up. Because when we make a commitment, we need to keep that commitment and to remember to show up. So who else is in the house tonight? Just indicate in the chat so that I can see you and give you a shout out. Happy Wednesday, guys. Happy Wednesday. I'm so happy to see you in Wednesday Market. Let me use my phone to see who is here. Remember to share to get more people in the house. We're gonna have a party, even if it's one or two of us here tonight. So I think it is very critical that when we make promises, that we keep them, and to be mindful that when we say we're going to do something, that other people believe us and they are watching to see if you're going to be consistent or you're going to keep up with what you said that you're going to do. So we want to do Wednesday Market. It's something I believe in. And so I'm going to keep doing it because I believe it is a workable thing. It's provided an opportunity that's free for people to be able to expose other people to their goods and services. And so I just want to keep this tradition, keep this alive, and so that other people can fall in line and help. Okay, I don't see any message here from anyone yet. But guys, as you join, please just put in the chat where you're joining us from, what's your name, and remember to share so that we can get more people over here to join us. So go ahead and let's get some action inside here in the chat. Okay. Today was a beautiful, beautiful day in New York City. The first in a long time. I was able to go outside dressed just like this on my pair of jeans without any jacket or scarf. It felt good. It felt liberating. It's like you're released from prison. I don't know how many of these days we're going to have when the weather is so beautiful, but it was so warm and nice. It felt like I was in the Caribbean. I really, really felt liberated, literally liberated, just being outside without jackets or boots or scarf or any of those things. So what you said that. So yeah, I don't know how many of you had that experience, especially if you're living in the Northeast, that you were able to enjoy this beautiful day today that was given to us. Such beautiful weather. Yeah, so put it in the chat. Let me know what's going on. How did you spend your day? Especially if you're in our area in the Northeast. How did you enjoy this beautiful weather? Okay, so we don't have anyone yet who joined to sell anything. Remember, guys, if you need to sell, just indicate in the chat so I'll send you the Zoom link so that you can come on here and talk about your product or produce or services that you have that you want to sell. It's as simple as that. You can come on and speak about your stuff so that other people can know what you have and know how to contact you to be able to purchase your stuff. So while we wait, I just want to go back over well, y'all know I have castor oil, and this is a cold press castor oil. It can be used on your skin, can be used in your hair. Some people do drink this as a laxative. I personally have never had it, but I know they used to give it to kids when we were small, especially when you're going back to school. So a lot of Jamaicans and I guess Caribbean people will tell you about taking castor oil as laxative. So this one is it's a cold pressed version, which doesn't smell as strong as the other version, which is the black castor oil that most of us are accustomed to. So this one is the black castor oil, and I have it in this fancy, nice dropper container so that it's easy for you to really just drop it on your skin or in your hair, or if you're wearing braids or your hair is in cornrows or whatever, you could just simply stick this in and apply the oil directly to your scalp, and then rub it in, massage it in, or drop on your skin. So it's not gonna be wasted because you have more control, because you have the dropper. You want to put it on your nails, your toenails, your foot bottom, wherever. It is very convenient to do it using the dropper. But I especially like it for your hair, that you could just choose parts of your hair and just put it way down on your scalp, and then you could just massage it in. Very, very convenient way to use this. And I do sell them 3 together. You could get any 3 that you like along with the black seed oil as well. So you could have 3 of one, you could mix it, or you could just have 2 types, however you want it. I'm pretty flexible with that. I just sell them in 3s, and they come in this nice box, nicely packaged for you. You receive it in the mail looking just like this in the box. Okay, so that's that for my castor oil. And a lot of people use castor oil in their hair, and a lot of people really like castor oil because it provides a lot of moisture for their scalp and their hair. If you have flaky scalp or dandruff or any of those things, this is something that might assist you in getting rid of that and getting back your scalp to good health. I personally use castor oil a lot these days, and so I have nothing but good report for castor oil. Let me see if anyone has put any comments in the chat yet. No, we still don't. I'm still not seeing any comment here from you guys. But let me know if you have any question or comments at this time. And remember to let me know who is here, who has joined us, and where you're joining us from, and whether or not it was a good day for you weather-wise. Apart from that, I have my teas, the usual, and I am promoting these teas more than any other now, the ones for weight loss, because we're coming out of COVID and a lot of people gained a lot of weight during COVID. A lot of people ate a lot of stuff that they're not supposed to. And so we're at that point where we need to press the restart on our health and our bodies, and to do some kind of detox to get rid of some of the things that we have been consuming and that are still staying in our system. So we need to clear it out to give ourselves a fresh start, to give your skin a fresh look, give your body more rejuvenation and all of that. So I find that the detox tea set is good value and something that a lot of people are looking into buying at this time because they realize that, hey, after this whole long time being locked away, eating and eating and eating, dousing yourselves with sweets, you know, eating your sorrows away, whatever, you know, becomes, we're now at that point where we need to take back our health in our hands and to do something about it. One of the first thing that we need to do is to have a detox and cleanse. This set is very, very good. We just did a program with it, with a group, a special group, and everybody had really great results, including myself. I lost over 10 pounds in a fairly short time, using these teas along with eating a bit more healthy. I was able to lose a lot of the weight that I know that I had that I needed to get rid of. The journey is not over. And so we are going to be putting out a program shortly to the public for people to participate in, to try to lose some of the excess weight that you may have gained over the last year plus, or over the last few months at least, so that we can get our bodies up and running in a way that serves us best. I can't tell you how good I feel when I put on my clothes now and they're not tight, and you know the stomach is disappearing, and you know you just feel really lighter and stronger, and that's a good place to be. Like I said, the journey is not over. I haven't lost all that I want to lose, but I did lose over 10, and that's a good feeling. You feel more vibrant, you feel more energy, and I'd like you guys to have that experience too. So this program is going to be on stream within a week or two for people to start registering to join it for the next cohort of persons who want to take their health back and get into shape, losing some of the weight, and you know, getting their body all cleaned up with that detoxing and cleanse. Okay, apart from that, I have just the regular set of teas, chamomile. Someone had some of these recently, someone from our area, and she reported back, you know, how good it is, the chamomile and lavender, in helping her to fall asleep. She said she was knocked out after drinking them, meaning she was able to experience real good rest after having the lavender and chamomile tea. The Minty Peppermint is one of the favorites. That's an infused version of mint. It's much more potent than you would know peppermint to be. Very, very good, very rich, very nice smell. And remember, I told you guys that peppermint is very invigorating, apart from the fact that it's good for your stomach and your digestion, and any issues you may have with you know, digesting your food. That's or upset stomach. Peppermint is amazing for that, but it's also invigorating in terms of giving you energy and you know, that lift in the mornings. And it's not a tea that you should drink when you're trying to fall asleep, because it energizes you somewhat. And then there is the mint and ginger. And then there's a crowd favorite, Rejoice, which is apple, hibiscus, mango, rose hips, and the natural flavors of mango and apple. This is a crowd favorite. And these are just samples, guys. If you want to order samples just to test them, you can do so. I do allow that. This one is the lavender and chamomile. That's the balm for putting you to sleep, to get real rest. This is all natural. The herbs are organic. They're from organic sources. I'm not allowed to call them organic because I don't have the license for that, but the person who the company who supplies them, they have the organic label license. So these are organic lavender, the peppermint, and chamomile, and so on. What else we have in this basket? Let me see. What else is here of interest? Oh, lemon ginseng blend. This is your energy blend right here. Lemon verbena. Lemon verbena is similar to lemongrass, so that would be really good for your stomach. That's ginseng root and green tea from China. So ginseng is really good for energy. So if you're looking to have something to give you that boost, that kick in the morning, men believe that this is good for sexual reasons too. Ginseng is awesome for that. What else we have here? Hibiscus. This is just plain hibiscus. A lot of ladies say that hibiscus is good for helping them to handle menstrual cramps. So that's something you might want to look into. We also have raspberry leaf. Is it raspberry leaf? Yeah, raspberry leaf, they said, is really good for that. I have it also, so you could, if you're having problems with cramps, those are teas that you might want to look into. This one is Delight. It's lemongrass, ginger, orange peel. And this is also great for your stomach and indigestion, or just, you know, upset stomach. So, oh, this one is the Jamaican Rumpling. This is a black tea blend. It has black tea, pineapple pieces, coriander, sunflower, safflower petals, and natural flavors. It's a very great, bold tea. Very, very good. And that kind of tea you can sweeten with milk. Black tea can be sweetened with milk, or you could just add milk to it. This is Ginkgo Biloba. I'm not sure you guys are familiar with Ginkgo Biloba, but it's very good for memory. I like to drink it because I don't remember stuff. So yeah, ginkgo is good for memory and for circulation, for kick starting that. So those are some of the teas that, you know, I would I have inside here that I could tell you about tonight. I still don't see any comment. Oh yeah, there are some comments here. Excellent weather in Toronto, says Michelle Levy-Curlew. Pinky Rodney Green says, hello, hello, Pinky. Doreen Smith said, good night, Evadne, and each and everyone. I just taking day by day. God is so good. Hey, Doreen, nice to see you. Take it easy, girl. Pauline Blake says, good night, everyone. Jacqueline Spence says, good night. Crystal Honey says, good night. Okay, guys. Nice to see you. How did you spend your day? This beautiful weather. Did you all go out and celebrate? It was such a pleasant day here. God bless, says Beverly Smith. Nice to see you guys. Does anyone have any question about any of the teas that I just shared with you, or the oils, the castor oils, or any of these things? Just put it in the chat so I can answer you. Nice to have you guys here. Doreen, how is it going? When is your mama's funeral? Let us know, and if we can join by Zoom also. So let me know, guys, if you have any comments. whether it is about how you spent this bright and sunny day, or you have any question about the teas that I just spoke about, please go ahead and let me know. Yeah, I don't see anyone trying to join on Zoom, so I'll just continue. Last night, Shalini was here talking about her pumpkin, and I'm just gonna invite you guys once more to try to support her in getting sale for her pumpkins. She's a young farmer, and at this time, you know, it's difficult because she is not able to sell off these pumpkins that were delayed because of not having enough water. And so she's kind of left holding those beautiful, beautiful pumpkins and needs some sale for them. So just let me know or write it in the chat if you need to buy some of those pumpkins off her, support for her, for your home use, you know, so that she can get some sales. So please go ahead and offer to buy some, offer to buy someone some. You know, if you're not in Jamaica and you don't need pumpkins because you're out of there, you could buy it for someone. But she needs the all-around support with selling off these pumpkins. They're really very beautiful pumpkins. So let me see if anyone else here had anything to say. No, I'm a Jean. Good night, everyone. Adrina Smith says good night, one and all. Good night, Adrina and I'm a Jean. Does anybody else have any question they would like answers to? Let me know, guys. Let me know. I will take your questions. All right. So we spoke last night, and I've been speaking over a few days about the fact that we're going to be having a Labor Day project. It's not going to be on Labor Day because Labor Day is a no movement day in Jamaica. So we cannot have it that day, but we're going to be having it, I think, the 29th, which would be the week following. So you guys, please prepare yourself to go out and volunteer, those of you who are in the Newmarket area, to help to repaint the community center. And I do hope that other areas outside of just Newmarket Center are planning projects in their neck of the hood so that they can do, you know, regular things that we do on Labor Day. Post here, send us a message, tell us what project you're having in your district, and we could post it on here. If you want to come on and talk about it and promote it, fine, just drop us a message in the chat and we will make provision for you to come on and talk about what you're doing in your community for Labor Day project. Because we have COVID, doesn't mean we cannot continue with some of these activities. It's just not advisable that we have too much of a large gathering in one place, but we can certainly do these activities in phased and controlled manner. So we are still going to go ahead and paint the community center so that it can be available to the residents of the area for the reason it was intended, which is for social activities among the citizens of the area. And the community center is usually this, you know, in the middle of the sports and all of that, but don't look at the community center as just a place for sports, nor should you look at it as just a place for young people. It's the community center exists for social activities for everyone. And when it comes back into use, we're hoping that we'll be able to utilize it for more than just young people doing sports. You know, before that, we used to have trainings happening at the community center. We're hoping that we'll be able to utilize it in similar ways, even if it's not the same thing. Having machines, sewing machines and craft and whatever, even if we don't go back to that, and we may, who knows? But even if not that, we should be able to find programs that we can use the community center for that will serve the entire community, not just for the guys who go play football or cricket, right? We need to see more ladies involved and doing more stuff in the community. So we have more mixing of different age group and different activities and different things. So we bring back the synergy of community spirit and community life. I really, really long to see that happening in Newmarket again for everyone. And, you know, we want to build programs that the kids can come out on weekends and participate. And, you know, we just have everything functioning as a community should. Right now, we're just chopped up and divided into pieces and everybody staying away and staying by themselves. We have to fight to break those barriers, to bring back people together as one doing activities, you know, whether it's fun activities or learning activities. We certainly need that. And that's why we need to hang on to that community center for the people for these kind of activities, because otherwise we're at the mercy of these churches who will tell us, no, you can't use this. No, you can't borrow that. No, you can't, whatever, right? And we can't fight with them, right? Because they have a right to say what they want to be done with their buildings and their property. So that's why we need our community center, so that it is more general and available to everyone in the community, not just certain people, as the churches operate, because the churches do operate in the mode of this is for their member. And outside of that, you know, it's up to their discretion whether they want other community people to use their facilities or to rent. But when we have a community center, it's for everyone. And we have a beautiful building there, very sound and nice building. It's at a good location. So we're gonna just restore it to its former glory and have it up and running for the residents. And I'm very proud of Desmond Chambers, Franklin, and all the team, Valdez, all the guys who are on that committee, who are in the forefront of making sure that the community center is restored. Mr. Coke and Mr. Camry, and I don't want to start calling people's name and forget half of them, Shalini and Mrs. McLeod, all of these special great people who are working on that committee, the sports development committee, who are trying to make sure we have our community center back up and running. I can't wait. I really can't wait. The next time I'm in Jamaica, I should be walking in that community center. I really, really look forward to that. Really do. And guys, just continue to be supportive, continue to do what you're doing, continue to encourage, you know, because when you encourage, then all of us will see the need to get up and do something and be a part of something great. We are literally making history as a community, as a movement, to take our community over and make sure that it is the way we want it to be. And we're happy to have all of you, each and every one of you, as part of that movement. If it is for you to just show up here in the nights and to cheer us on, or whether you will be digging into your pockets to contribute towards stuff, whether you'll be giving your time and your money, whether you're sharing our posts on social media, you're all a part of this movement and a vital part. And we really appreciate you, and we don't take that for granted, because if we didn't have the support of the community, then we would just come out here and talk and talk and talk until we're tired and go home, right? But it's the interaction, it's you showing up. I almost fell asleep again this evening because I was going all day. But when I remember it's Wednesday night and we need to do Wednesday market, I had to get up and get out here. I'm not even sitting down making this present. I'm talking to you right now. I'm standing up because I need to be alert. I need to show up and to not be half asleep or half dead, because no matter how tired I am committed to this task, to this which I started. So I said to myself, no, even if I'm not feeling well, as long as I can talk properly, as long as I'm not having running nose and all of that, I'm going to show up here to encourage everyone to continue to do what you're doing, and to show you how I appreciate what you're doing, for you're buying into this vision of what we are trying to do, and your willingness to help. I can't let you down. I have to show up here also to make you feel appreciated, right? I have to show up here to make you know that we can stand as one and do this and achieve this goal. But if we start to falter even before we go halfway, then it wasn't all that we did before. All the effort we put in over the last few months, it would not mean anything. It would be almost a waste. So we have to stay with the task, stay with it, and see it through, right? Our task is to lead. Our task is to build our community stronger and better. Nobody from outside is going to come into Newmarket and make Newmarket, right? They will come, but they will come to take. They will not come to build you up. They will come to take, right? So I'm appealing to us all in the diaspora to make sure that we keep an eye on our community, be part of our community, go back and help to build our community, right? So that when we go home, we have a safe, good place that we can have fun, that we don't have to stay in hotels. The only reason why we should be staying in hotels is if we want to go near the beach, not because we don't have a nice, decent community to hang out in. We have to build that community. And someone keeps saying to me, places like Junction became so developed over the last few years. Why can't we do it? Of course we can. We absolutely can. But we all have to be willing to invest in our community, right? We all can't just walk off and leave it and expect it to develop on its own, right? The people who left Newmarket, who did well, who have money, who can afford to invest in the community, you should. You really should. You really should think about bringing investment into the area, not only because you will make some money from it, but also because you're trying to help the people there to survive better and to do better, right? If you come back and you start a little factory, a little business, it's not gonna cost an arm and a leg to run a little industry that produces some little item for export. It's not going to cost a fortune to build a little factory, right? But think about you doing that because you can afford to do that, because it's not going to cause you to break the bank, right? And it allows the people there to have some way of making some money so that they can export these things and bring foreign exchange to the country and foreign exchange to the area, right? So it doesn't have to mean that, oh, you are going to invest this money because that you need it to live off. You probably don't, but you can afford to invest it to make life better for the community and for the people that live there. And that is exactly why you should do it, because you're not just going to do it for them. You would get some money off it. And if you don't want it, your children will want it, or you can donate it. But I'm just really appealing to people who are in the diaspora and who can buy land, build stuff, open some kind of business there that can benefit the community. It will provide income for the young people so they don't have to leave. They don't have to go, like I said, go stick themselves up in some ghetto in some place because they can't afford to pay rent when they move to these more urban areas. So they have to go in some ghetto to live. You know, they should be able to live in their comfortable environment of Newmarket and make a living there, right? So if you can help to create those industries for them to be able to make a living, then please do. Please do. You know, there's a lot going on with Airbnb. There's a lot going on with small micro enterprises that you could create projects that you could sell overseas, Amazon, Etsy, all these things that you could make, whether it is craft or whatever. Consider starting one of those businesses and, you know, employ people from the area to work, and you help them to export the things. It would be well worth it. And in the whole matter of giving and developing people and people's potential, you don't have to be the one who benefits the most. It could be the other people on the other side that benefit the most because they have a job. They have an income. They can take care of themselves because somebody else made it possible for them to have work to go to. So those of you who can afford, please think about ways that you can channel money in the area to create jobs for the people there. I don't have to remind you that the government is not doing this. We've seen that. So we're not even looking in that direction. Let's look within ourselves. What can I do to help to provide some kind of employment for the people back there, right? What can I do? What can 2 or 3 of us get together and do to provide an income for the people in the area? I see Desmond go back there and he's trying to do so many things that will provide employment to so many people. And I really commend him for that. He didn't wait until he's old and dragging on the ground before he went back and start contributing to building the community and providing income for people. So we want to see more people doing more of that so that other people in the area can eat our food too, right? Because we need each other, right? We need each other. And that's how we're gonna get the vibrancy of the community. Those of us who are outside and can help, should help in whatever way we can to push the economy of the little town so that it can, you know, build itself up, right? What do you guys in the group here think? Tell me in the chat What do you think? Angela Witter says good night. Omi says good night, everyone. Lolo, hey Lolo, love the look, Eve. Thank you, Lolo. Maggie Allen, good night, everyone. God bless you all. All right. Karen Hewitt says good night, everyone. Paulette Black says good night. Crystal Honey said good night. Yeah, what do you guys think? The people in the diaspora, the people who are overseas, they're not rich, but a lot of them can afford to do something small that will provide some kind of employment, kind of give the area a little kickstart. You know, whether it is that you're going to open a shop, open a salon, open a little dressmaking place that provide that shows certain kind of, you know, wares that you can export. You can export almost anything from Jamaica right now, the way the world economy is. You know, you can get on Amazon or Etsy, like I said before, and sell all of these things, right? So start thinking about little ways you can provide that support for some young women, some young men, and even middle-aged people in the community who can still work. How can you, what kind of service or industry can you yourself create? And it's not gonna cause you to spend millions, just a small micro business that you can create that will provide service, provide income for other people. You know, there was a time when people used to buy taxis and minibuses and all these things. All of those things help. You know, you might not want to get into certain things because you don't know how you're going to manage your money. But again, it is up to you, right? I heard Anthony talking about, you know, getting pimentos, getting certain turmeric, getting whatever. Have some kind of, you know, thing that you can sell to other people outside. How about that? Right? How about planting back some of the coffee trees so that we can have coffee again to sell? Sorry. I understand some people are planting tobacco now so that they can that they're exporting this tobacco. Yeah, so people need to get into some of these little industries that will provide money. And something like the tobacco industry is by no means a small industry, because there is a lot of there's a big market out there for authentic tobacco, not necessarily cigarette, but just the tobacco in the old-fashioned way. So think about, guys, think. Sorrel is something that is grown around Newmarket very well. How can you package those sorrel and start shipping them out in the fall? You could do it all year, but in the fall, going into winter, a lot of people overseas buy sorrel for Thanksgiving time and Christmas. How can you start packaging those and send them overseas? You know, how can you plant peppers to sell to the overseas market? How can you plant more yams to sell to the overseas market? A lot of emphasis is placed on stuff like cabbage, which spoils easily, and other short-term crops. But there are lots of other things that we can plant that we have not been exploring. I saw something going around the internet yesterday about $1 for one strawberry. Guys, do you know how easy it is to plant strawberries? Why do we have to be selling strawberries for that price? Because no one is planting strawberry, right? And strawberry is very easy to grow. You could grow strawberry in a flower pot. I've grown strawberry here in my apartment in New York, right? Strawberries are easy to grow. They're easy to perish too, but it should not come to the point where one single strawberry is placed in a tray and wrapped in styrofoam um, plastic thing and is sold in Jamaica in a supermarket or anywhere for $1. That's for US dollar value. That's plain disgraceful, right? Why aren't we planting strawberries? I have been on sites here on Facebook where I see strawberry plants are being sold. So it's not that we can't get these things. So we all plant cabbage and we all plant pumpkin and we all plant the same thing. But what about some people planting strawberries? What about some people planting some other fruits that you could sell that everybody else is not doing? Why are we all planting the same thing? Let's start to get creative. Start to think outside of the box about what else we can farm, right? We don't all have to plant the same thing. Okay, so it's riding up to 10 o'clock for me here, 9 o'clock for you guys. So I'm gonna wind down. I hope that you guys think on these things and find some value in what I just said, and try to see how best we can support our area. We just have to think. It doesn't have to be the same old way. It doesn't have to be all about packing up a barrel with some cheap knapsack and some pencil and pen and send home. We can do much more than that to support our community, right? Those things have their places and it's great to have them, but they're just gonna be used up quickly and then vanish. And then the next semester, we have to do the same thing again. So start thinking about other ways that we can help, the parents to help themselves so that, they're not in need of those things. Okay, Esther Williams, hey Esther, how are you doing, girl? Good night. Yes, sorrel sound good. Yeah, sorrel, so do the sorrel, cut them up nicely, not the big bulky pieces. Just when you strip it off the thing, just use a knife and just cut it up smaller, right? When you're exporting it, and people will buy it. I will buy sorrel. I do teas. I will buy sorrel. There are lots of people will buy sorrel. And I do see a lot of sorrel here in America. But so why can't we sell it too, right? Oh, Lolo said mention your product too. Yes, Lolo, I did a whole long segment with my products in the beginning. I did show them a lot of teas and the oils. Thank you, Lolo. You're such a trooper, Lolo. Love you, girl. Hey, Angela Witter. I did say Maggie already. Hi, Esther. Okay, yeah. So we can really, if we put our thoughts in it, and if you guys don't know how to sell some of these things or package some of these things, just reach out and ask questions, because we can point you in the direction of how you can package some of these things to get them out, right? So just start thinking, start brainstorming, get together one or two of you and think about what the two or three of you can do to generate some business. And you put it out there. You don't know who will help you with the money or lend you the money or give you a start. You just never know. But just don't sit back and throw up your arms. start to get creative. Start to get creative. Right? All right. So yeah, so that's my encouragement to you guys. Those are my words to you. And I think I have chatted almost an hour. So I'm gonna shut off here. But I hope you can put some thought into what I just said to you. It's our community, and we want to build it better for everyone, for your children, for the children after those, right? We want to create generational wealth. So let's start looking at how we can make little industries, little factory. And factory don't mean that we have to set up a big old plant somewhere. You can set up a room, build a room on the side of your house, or just designate one room in your house for now until you can build something separate. You know, don't think about factory as just this big old thing, and you can't afford to put up such a big structure. No, start to think small and see how you can work things out until you can get what you want, right? Okay, so start thinking, start getting in groups, 2, 3, 4 of you, decide what you want to do, how you can do it. We are here to assist with education. Some of you don't have, it's not that the resources are not there in terms of who to train and how and what to get resources, but you probably don't have enough access, or you're not computer savvy enough. We can do the research and help you with the information. Just come up with the ideas of what you can do and put them out there, share them with us so that we can all rally around and see how we can help, to get people into stuff. Since we have started this program, I have come to realize that a lot of people have gotten motivated and are doing, stuff that they don't normally do, especially farming. And we like that, but we want to see more energy flowing, more innovation, more people stepping up, stepping out, and doing something different, right? Okay, so take good care of yourself, guys. It was a pleasure hanging out with you. And I know we'll be back here, if not before the end of the week. I'm sure I'll be here on Sunday because I have some people, I have at least one person to interview on Sunday. And remember, this is a community effort. When it comes to who gets interviewed, we expect everyone to participate in finding persons for interviewing, or you volunteering yourself. It's a big job to run around, to be calling around, to be chasing people all day long. And I personally cannot spend my entire day chasing people to get them on here to share in their community, and that's a big responsibility, and none of us is getting paid. So for me to spend my entire day doing that, it means that I'm neglecting my business that is supposed to be keeping me financially viable. So I can't continue to do that at the rate that I used to do. So when we have people to interview, we will interview them, right? And I do depend on you guys to help with the process of finding persons to or encouraging other persons who are not on here to see, for them to come on and volunteer to come and interview, because we're just sharing with each other. We're sharing our lives with each other. And that's a responsibility that everybody should think it is their responsibility to share their stories with the community to motivate them. It shouldn't be a few people running down everybody else to get them to share their story with their community. You should feel like this is something I want to tell my people to see who it would motivate, right? And so I'm not going to be able to continue to do that every day, chasing people to come on here to talk about their lives and to inspire the others. We have done a lot of it, and I think there's enough evidence here to show that it is a good thing to do, and to bring everybody together and to motivate everybody to get, so I don't think I should be running down people to do that. I think when I contact people and ask them to do an interview and they tell me that, oh, I can't do it today because I'm going to be that or I'm going to be that, you should be reaching back out to us to tell us when you're ready. I should not have to be running after you to get you to come on back. And I'm not going to volunteer my time to be used in that manner. So if you respect your community and respect your roots and respect your people, then nobody should be running you down to participate in your community. It's as simple as that. If you've been called and asked and you couldn't do it at the time, then when you are ready, you should get back and say, I am ready. Just like, somebody just texted me and say, I was supposed to come on, this week, but I'm sorry I can't because something happened. So we have to push it back a week. I respect that, right? So because she showed respect for me and my time because I had reached out and asked her, right? So it's your responsibility also to come back and say, hey, I can do it next week or whatever. Not expecting me to be chasing you around. No, it's not going to happen, right? So when we don't have an interview, we don't have an interview. That's just how this is going to happen, right? But the Wednesday night thing would be consistent. Carlos and I would be on Tuesday. And the other things will fill in the blank when we have somebody to fill in the blank, right? But the projects, we will continue. All right, guys. Nice chatting with you. We'll catch up with you. If we don't find anybody to interview between now and Sunday, I'll catch up with you on Sunday. Okay? Have a blessed night. And remember our project. Remember our Labor Day project that you should participate in whatever way you can participate, right? I already sent home my little change for the project. I was hoping to be there, but I unfortunately didn't leave on the flight today that I was supposed to leave on. So I won't be there for that project. So, but I will be there in spirit. I'm so sorry. I have to change my mind about being there for the project, but I'll be there in spirit. All right. Take good care, guys. See you all. Oh, and special shout out to my mother who is having her birthday today. I almost forgot that. I remembered before I came on, and by the time I got on, I forgot. Yeah, my mom is in her 80s and she's having her birthday today. And I wish her God's continued blessing. At 80 odd, she has no medical issues. Thank God. She has no high blood pressure, no diabetes, none of those things that would keep her on medication. And that's a wonderful, awesome thing. She's not in pain or any of those things. And we really have to thank God for that. She only suffers the things that go with old age, and we thank God for that. I don't have to be worried that she's in pain and she can't move and she can't take care of herself. She still gets up, shower, comb her hair, and does stuff for herself. Yeah, so that's a blessing. And I hope that she will continue to enjoy that great health that she has going on. All right, guys. So we will talk again. Have a blessed day or best rest of the night. Thank you and God bless.